It's near the end of 2022. I think it's time to share one of my most anticipated films of 2023. Hey guys, welcome back to Movie Key Productions channel. Yeah, I'm going to share my top 10 most anticipated films of 2023. These are films that I'm most excited and looking forward to seeing in the year 2023. And it is a stacked year. So there's a lot of movies that a lot of people are really excited, including myself. So let's get right into it. Obviously, we're going to start in the order of number 10 all the way to my number 1. Starting off with number 10, Cocaine Bear. Started by Elizabeth Banks and with a very amazing stack of cast. When this trailer showed up, knowing nothing except the title, Cocaine Bear, I was really curious what this film going to be. And when I saw the trailer, I was like, sign me up. Because this looks so much fun. Crazy, bonkers. I mean, we just saw in the trailer, the bear just ate a cocaine. A brick of cocaine. And hell breaks loose, basically. And we see what sort of, it looked like a creature feature with a fun twist. That's what this film gets me. I'm down for a brand new creature feature that I have not seen. And it's a film directed by Elizabeth Banks. I couldn't speak. And that's just... This film looks bold, fun, chaotic, and I'm all down for that. Most of the time, in every year, you just need one film that is just fun. Just a fun time in the movie theater. And that's what Cocaine Bear given to me when I saw the trailer. That just looked like a fun time throughout. That's all I need. A fun creature feature film with a great cast. And I believe this is Ray Liotta's last film, which is kind of sad because he's a fantastic actor. But this looks so much fun. Just sign me up. Just give it to me. I want to see Cocaine Bear right now. Number 9, going to John Wick Chapter 4. It's the 4th entry in the John Wick franchise, a franchise I adore and love and entertained. I remember watching the first film, John Wick, the first film, knowing nothing except it's this action movie starring Keanu Reeves, and it blew me away. And then the sequel came out, blew me away. And then the third one, which is probably my favorite in the franchise, blew me away. This film continued to get better and better and better in each entry. And the 4th one looks so much fun. Donnie Yen is in this. Bill Skarsgård is in this. Keanu Reeves. I mean, what could I ask more of? Like, I need this film now. After chapter 3 ended, I'm ready for chapter 4. Give me chapter 4. And I'm really curious how the story gonna go from this. Because in the chapter 4, as so far we see from the trailer, we see like new stuff, new lore, expanding the world of John Wick. And we get to see that a little bit in the trailer, and while showcasing us the action and the fun of John Wick, the badass mode of Keanu Reeves in real. And I just cannot wait to see the story expand, and at the same time be entertained throughout the one time. If the movie is great. We don't know if the movie bad or not. But the trailers, it got me excited because this is the 4th entry of John Wick universe. Cannot wait to watch John Wick Chapter 4 on a big screen. Number 8, go to Wildwood. The latest entry in the Leica filmography. And we don't know nothing about this movie. I believe this is based on the book series. All we know is the poster, a teaser poster really, and the cast. And that is it. And we haven't got a first look of the movie. So this is knowing nothing what this film is. All I know that this is the latest entry in the Leica filmography. I'm a big fan of that company. Coraline, Paranorman, The Black Trolls, Cuba the Two Swings, The Miss Link. Love that company and what they've done. And the whole stop motion is amazing. Love Coraline, one of my favorites. Cannot wait to watch Wildwood because it had me with Leica. Like, as soon as the name dropped Leica, I'm in. Because anything when they touch is gold. I mean, yeah, there's some misses in their, filmography, like the box shows, and the missing link was alright, but there's some great ones. I'm a big fan of this company and what they do, and in the filmmaking world, and I cannot wait to check out what is Wildwood is. And I love the fact that it's a mystery because we don't know what this film is. I don't feel like wanting to know what the plot of this movie is. I just want to go in and cold and blind watching a brand new Leica film that I know for sure is going to look amazing. It's going to look breathtaking on a big screen, and I cannot wait for the new entry in the Leica studios. And just, yeah, Wildwood is number 8. Number 7 go to Evil Dead Rise. This, I'm so extremely excited. I'm a big fan of the first 2 Evil Dead movie, as well as Army of Darkness, and the remake. Love the remake. This looks so much fun. We got a couple teaser promo, and that is it. No teaser trailer just yet. We don't know when the teaser trailer gonna drop or anything like that. But we saw the images, some couple images, and that is it. And that's enough. That would get me excited for this movie. I cannot wait for this one. This was originally going to be in HBO Max only, but I guess people like this movie enough. It deserved a theatrical release, because that got me excited. This would be my very first Evil Dead movie to see on a big screen, because I've never seen any of the other Evil Dead movies on a big screen, because 1, I was young, 2, I was a little kid, 2 and 3, I wasn't born yet. But this looks, hopefully, chaotic, crazy, gruesome. That's all I want. I want all of those things that we know and love from the Evil Dead franchise. Crazy, chaotic, but at the same time very gruesome and gross and grotesque. All that nature, and hopefully practical effects. Give me some practical effects. Give me some practical effects, okay? Because that's one amazing thing about the Evil Dead remake is the sheer amount of practical effects that I love. And yes, they did incorporate some CGI. They balanced that really, really well. Evil Dead Rise looks really intriguing enough for me to watch, that I know I'm going to see it on a big screen on day 1. Number 6 go to Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I believe that's the top title. James Mangold, the director of Ford vs. Ferrari, to Return to Yuma remake. Wolverine, Logan, Walk the Line, fantastic filmmaker. A filmmaker I trust. I was really worried about this film, when they announced they're going to make the 5th Indiana Jones films, the 5th Indiana Jones film. I was a little, worried. I was like, the 4th film left us a big bad taste out of my mouth. It wasn't, liked, if you will. So I was really worried when this was announced. They're gonna make it the 5th one, and Harrison Ford reprising the role of Indiana Jones. I was like, you know what? I trust with James Mangold, and they gave us a trailer finally to see what it does look. And my worry is a little gone. I'm still worried about this movie, but now I'm a little excited for this movie. I was like, there's a little hope. There's hope. Come on, please make this film really great, because we won. As Indiana Jones fans, loving the first 3, we want this film to be great. That's all we want. We want this film to be great, and it looks great. Love seeing Harrison Ford again as Indiana Jones. It gave us a lot of Star Wars, feel. Seeing Han Solo again on a big screen. I think that's gonna happen to me when I see Indiana Jones again in a big screen. Last time I saw him, Indiana Jones, was the 4th film, and I saw that in theaters. And that's for the longer time, my one and only Indiana Jones film that I saw in theaters. This will be my 2nd Indiana Jones film that I saw in theaters. That'll be amazing. But yeah, I trust James Mangold. It looks fantastic. It looks really fun, adventurous. The same feel as the first 3 Indiana Jones films. You see some familiar faces like Sala. Oh my gosh, I love that character so much. He was greatly missed in the 4th film. But yeah, this looks hopeful, intriguing. James Mangold. That's all I can say. James Mangold. And this is the type of movie I do want to get into, knowing more of the plot of the movie, because I really want to go into the cold and blind. But at the same time, you had me with the trailer. I was like, yep, there's hope. There's hope. Yeah, I cannot really check this one out in theaters, which is going to be a monumental release. Because this is exciting, because we finally get to see Indiana Jones again on the big screen, which is really exciting. And yeah, please, don't suck. That's all I'm asking. Please don't suck, because I love the franchise, love the first three, especially The Last Crusade. Love the Last Crusade. I mean, James Mangold. That's all I can say. James Mangold. I trust him. I trust him. Number 5, go to James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm a big fan of the first two, especially Volume 2. Love Volume 2. I get the hate, but hey, it's their opinions. I respect your opinions. Love the first Guardians. I'm a big fan of James Gunn. Now he's the co-producer, co-CEO in the DC studios, so there's hope for that. But he's a fantastic filmmaker. I love his work, his crazy imaginative mind that he has, and I cannot wait to see what he brings on Volume 3. This, as so far from the trailer, looks emotional and fun at the same time. And what I heard, that this could be the last of this team. And I'm not ready to say goodbye to some of the characters that I love, like Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Peter Quill, Gamora, Mantis, Drax. I love those group of characters. They're very unique and very different from one another, but I just love them, interact and just banter. It's just great fun, great chemistry there. But we're also introducing Adam Warlock for the very first time in live action, played by Will Poulter, which is the perfect casting in my opinion. I cannot wait for Volume 3. It looks like it's going to be a very emotional film, because James Gunn is really good giving us a very emotional beat. I'm a big fan of the Suicide Squad. Love that movie. Great fun time in the movie theaters. But yeah, this is the third entry in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Love the first two. I actually really like the holiday special that they released a couple weeks ago. Yeah, this looks really wonderful and just looks gorgeously shot. And some of the shots that we see from the trailer, we see Peter Quill crying. We see a lot of emotional reaction to Rocket Raccoon. I was like, oh boy, something's going on. Something, depressing and emotional going on with this film that can, it's gonna go through our heart, like Pixar level, cry, like let us cry. But yeah, I cannot wait for Volume 3. I just let end it with a bang, because James Gunn is a fantastic filmmaker and a fantastic visionary. I cannot wait to see what he's gonna do in the DC studios. But yeah, I mean, coming off, from Volume 2 and 3 and the first film, I'm a big fan of those two films. Really am. And I love this character. Cannot wait to see Volume 3 on the big screen. Cannot wait to see this character again on the big screen. Possibly the last time we ever see them. Hopefully some cameos here and there in the future. But yeah, Volume 3, man. Volume 3. Cannot wait. Number 4, go to Dune Part 2. I mean, Denis Villeneuve is a filmmaker I adore and love, and becoming a big fan of his work. I mean, Sicario, Prisoners, Blade Runner 2049. I mean, amazing filmmaker. Amazing. A filmmaker I trust. Like, other than Matt Reeves and Christopher Nolan, I mean, Denis Villeneuve is another filmmaker that I trust and will always be on his side, basically. And I love Dune. Love the first Dune, and let me wanting more of the world, the characters, and I cannot wait to see how this going to pan out, because I read the book. I'm currently reading Dune Messiah, which is the sequel to Dune, by Frank Herbert. And yeah, I'm coming from a fan of the first film, coming from a fan from the book, also coming a fan of Denis Villeneuve's work. Yeah, please give it to me. Give me more. I need more of this world and more of these characters. And I can already see Christopher Walken as Emperor Saddam, as well as Florence Pugh as Princess Irulan. Can already see Faye Watha. Can already see like the new character that we have not yet introduced into the world of Dune, that played an important part in the story of Paul Atreides, and yeah, cannot wait to see the cast again. I love the cast in this, but I'm mostly excited for the new additions. The new cast, new character that we have not yet introduced and touched on. But yeah, just give me more. I cannot wait to watch this on the big screen on IMAX. That's meant to be seen. That I saw three times on IMAX, and I love it every minute of it. And cannot wait. I cannot wait for Dune Part 2. I mean, as soon as that movie ends, the first movie ends, just give me the Dune Part 2. And it's coming. It's coming really soon. They just wrapped Dune Part 2. So, get excited, guys. Get excited. Number 3, go to Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Directed by Christopher McQuarrie, starring Tom Cruise and the rest of the gang that we know and love in the franchise. I love the Mission Impossible franchise. Love it to death. Except the second one. The second one, But the entire franchise, love it. Rogue Nation, love it. Fallout, love it. 3, I love 3. Ghost Protocol, I love Ghost Protocol. The first one is great too. The second one, it is what it is. But when we got this teaser trailer, I was like, I need this movie now. I need this, because this film got delayed multiple times and it kind of sucks. I'm like, I need this movie. I need it now in my eyes, because I love Fallout and I love Rogue Nation, and the way they, they went to a different direction to the franchise and go more into linear storytelling and the characters. I just love where they're going with the franchise, and we as an audience love seeing Tom Cruise do their crazy stunts. I mean, so far we saw the teaser trailer for Dead Reckoning Part 1. We're gonna see some exciting stuff. I mean, I cannot wait to see the sequence that involved the train. And I really just want to know what the final result of that sequence. And I cannot wait to see what this gonna be. Especially the story, like what Dead Reckoning Part 1 and Part 2 really means. And I really want to know. Like, I'm really excited because I love this franchise and I love Tom Cruise and I love Christopher McQuarrie. Fantastic writer and fantastic filmmaker who understands how to shoot action and telling stories with action in it. And I just love his filmmaking style, and just coming from a fan of the franchise and coming from loving the Fallout and Rogue Nation, saw them on theaters on IMAX. Man, I cannot wait to see this one on IMAX, and I cannot wait to experience it, because these films are an event for me. Because when you get a new entry in the Mission Impossible franchise, you know it's going to be an event. And I cannot wait to watch this on IMAX. They're just showing day 1, because I love this franchise, and just, I need it now. And I was so sad that this movie got delayed multiple times, because they were shooting this movie during COVID and pandemic times. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for what this film in store for us. And some surprises, some exciting stuff. I love the cast. I love the director. I love the story. Cannot wait to see Dead Reckoning Part 1. I mean, you're going to see 2 parts, which is really exciting, because we don't know what the story going to take us, because we don't know, because we just saw a teaser trailer and that is it. But yeah, that's Dead Reckoning Part 1. And number 2, without question, like, 2 words. Christopher Nolan. Oppenheimer. Oh man. When we get a new Nolan film in a theater, it's an event. Just like Mission Impossible, it's an event. His films is always going to be an event. Dunkirk, Tenet, the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, Interstellar. These films are an event to me. I mean, I remember watching Interstellar in theaters, day 1 opening, and it was an event for me. And I saw Dunkirk, and I saw Tenet, and I saw The Dark Knight Rises. These films are an event for me, because I was like, it's Nolan, man. Obviously, we're going to deal with Oppenheimer, the birth of a nuclear bomb, basically. And I cannot wait to see how Christopher Nolan can tell the story of that. I mean, it's Christopher Nolan, it's Oppenheimer. That's all I'm going to say, because it's Christopher Nolan. It's Christopher Nolan. And he got a great cast. Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr., Florence Pugh. I mean, you got a very big, stunning cast. I cannot wait to see this one in IMAX. I mean, it's a brand new film directed by Christopher Nolan. Come on, it's a new film by Christopher Nolan. That's all I can say. Now we go into my number one. My number one is without question, this is a big duh. I mean, it is Spider-Man Across the SpiderVerse Part 1. Today, as of recording, we just got a teaser trailer. And Spider-Man SpiderVerse 2018. That movie means a lot to me. That movie was so special. It is special because I love the character Miles Morales. I read the comics. I love Miles Morales as a character. I'm still waiting to see him in live action, but that hasn't happened yet. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Like, after finishing watching Into Spider-Verse, I want more of this character. I want more of this world. I want more. And it looked like when we got the teaser trailer, it looks like we're getting more of that. And more Spider-Mans. And we're finally getting to see Spider-Man 2099 and Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman. And I'm so excited. The animation obviously is going to look amazing. The storytelling is going to be amazing too. I love these characters. I love this world. I cannot wait to see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is something I'm really looking forward to seeing. Like, without question, like, this is a big duh. Like, yes, it is my number one most anticipated film of 2023, without question. I mean, I was kind of sad this movie got delayed because it was coming out in 2022. Here we are, it's coming out in 2023, hopefully in June 2023 to be exact. Cannot wait. I know for sure that the animation is going to look stunning, and I know that we're in good hands. Like, we're in good hands because they're not going to drop the ball. Like, after the success of the first film, they took their time writing the script, and they're taking their time on the animation because the animation was the best part of the first film. And I cannot wait to see these characters again. Cannot wait to see this world again. I'm really excited for this movie. Like, we just got the teaser trailer, an official teaser trailer today as of recording. Cannot wait to watch this. I cannot wait. There you have it, guys. That is my top 10 most anticipated films of 2023. Cannot wait to watch these films that I mentioned. Cannot wait. Especially for Oppenheimer and Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. Whew! We have a lot to look forward. So yeah, let's hope 2023 is going to be a good year for us as film fans and for me as, for my personal life. Yeah. Happy New Year. Have a great one. Take care.